Hi folks, I'm the new Starcade here, and welcome back to A Winter's Daydream. In the last episode, Omeko made it clear that there are things that we just cannot change. And also, carrying over, the bus driver thinks that Omeko, our own grandmother, is our girlfriend, which is awkward. Though she's looking out the windows politely, pretending she can't hear us, I can see her shoulders shaking. I know she's trying not to laugh. Of course, just like in every anime. Now then, we've done out here long enough. We should probably get going. Though I doubt there'll be anybody waiting for us at the later stops. What do you think, my boy? It seems unlikely. I can imagine everybody would be inside today trying to stave off the cold. Sometimes I wish I can do the same thing, but I have a job to do. Duty calls. Oh, yes. That is true for the workers that have to work outside in extreme conditions, regardless. What a reliable man having a strong sense of responsibility is so important. Huh, you're not wrong there. I'm warming up to you more and more, my girl. Well, thank you very much. Sadly, men like me are a dying breed. You won't find many of us like us anymore. Not in Tokyo, at least, I'd wager you that. Well, I don't know about that. He was very dependable, so I'm glad I can rely about him. I gave my grandmother a filthy look. Is she trying to dig this hole deeper on purpose? Why, yes, she is. My grandmother simply blinks at me impassively. She isn't making things incredibly awkward. I don't want people to think I'm going out with my grandmother, for goodness sakes. Even if she does look rather pretty right now. Yeah, this is the problem. And I'm pretty sure there is an anime like this somewhere. And if there is, just let me know in the comments so I can go look for it. In a way, that kinda makes it worse. I've always thought you was a dependable lad. That'll be because he has country blood in him. You can take the boy out the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy. Exactly. That's very wise. My grandmother nods sagely, but I think she's trying not to laugh. Right then, let's be off. I don't want to keep you two lovebirds. I told you I'm not. That's wonderful. That's a wonderful idea. My grandmother steps forward and takes a hold of my arm. Yeah, you're gonna have to play this off for reals while in public because God knows what's gonna happen if they find out that, yes, this girl is your grandmother who shaved 60 to 65 years off her age. Shall we take a seat, darling? Why, you say you're just friends. You need to get better at lying, you my boy. No, we really are. But my voice trails away. It's obviously that Mr. Nakamura isn't listening to me. My face burns bright red. Underneath my breath, I mutter mutinously, "If you weren't my grandmother, I'd kick you." My grandmother simply laughs. At least she's enjoying herself. If it only wasn't at my expense. The bus ride back into town takes longer than anticipated. These roads are bumpy, ill maintained, and it typically takes at least an hour and a half to wend our way back on a town on a good day. However, this is the exact opposite of good, and I use that term loosely. The roads were salted early this morning. The patches of snow and ice still remain. Mr. Nakamura has to drive exceedingly carefully at times, slowing down to a snail's crawl as he navigates twisting, turning roads peppered here and there with holes. Well, yeah. If you ever had to drive in western Pennsylvania, that's exactly how it is. It would be quicker to take the train, but I theorized last night trains have been shut down. There's too much snow on the lines. The bus is all we have. I've been on the bus with my grandmother before. I've been on the bus with my grandmother for more than 2 hours. We still haven't made it to town yet. Oh man, talk about having the slowest drive in the world. The whole while I'm uncomfortably bouncing, knocked and jostled in my seat as the tires skid through the slushy snow and ice. Ah, yes, right, the British way of saying tires. I don't well. It's even worse when the unstable, unsteady motion on the bus pitched me back against my grandmother's side. I'm learning to like my grandmother, but not to say I enjoy her company more than as a child, but I didn't mean I wanted to be this close to her. Not when she looks so very young. Younger even than me. Careful there, you can hurt yourself. See, like I said when we first met Umeko, she's quite cute, and she really is quite cute, and she's also quite sharp as a tank when it comes down to it. My grandmother cautions me gently when my shoulder bumps against hers for the dozenth time. I'm worried. I'm more worried about hurting you. Oh, don't concern yourself with me, dear. I'm fit as a fiddle. In fact, I've never felt better. You certainly look healthy. My grandmother's cheeks are flushed with a rosy glow rather, and her whole body seems to radiate youth. Her eyes sparkle, her hair shimmers beneath the sun seeping in through the misted windows, and her skin looks clear and smooth, just like the surface of a mirror, or the cool, untroubled sky of wonder on top of a lake. Now that's just straight up poetic. Oh, it really is marvelous. Everything is so amazing. You think being bumped around the bus for hours on end is amazing? It is when you can experience it in a whole new body. My back refuses to ache, not one little bit, but no matter how many potholes we go over. Yeah, that's another thing about Western Pennsylvania driving. There's going to be potholes. In fact, my apartment parking lot used to have bad potholes until they started patching them in and repaving. You might even be in better shape than I am. Maybe I am right now, but I don't know how long this will last. I want to make the most of it. I actually get where she's coming from. Well, I can't begrudge you that. Thank you, dear. I know you're going out of your way for me. I doubt any grandson genuinely wants to go shopping with his old grandmother during the holidays, and I do appreciate it. Don't mention it. But I want to mention it. Being with you has given me a new lease of life. I haven't left my village in months. Yeah, I get where she's coming from. If you've not left your own home in months, then it starts getting pretty lonely. Didn't you want to? It's not a matter of whether I wanted to leave or not. My old bones couldn't take it. This bus rocks and creaks too much. Ah, yeah, remember, before the transformation, Omeko's poor back couldn't take it. What about the trains? They're quicker. I suppose I could have taken the trains, but it wouldn't feel right. Why not? I used to do everything with Yukinari. Leaving the house wouldn't have felt right, not on my own. Oh, I get it. I get it. She wants to be with Yukinari, even just for one more day. And this melancholy, when you think about it, she's been with the same guy for decades of her life until he passed away. Ah, I don't say anything else. I don't need to. That single syllable hangs in the icy air. cementing a bond of understanding between us. Grandmother and grandson, family. I don't know how lonely this last year must have been for my grandmother, but I can imagine. My grandmother's days must have been long and endless, with nothing to distract her from the loss of the person she loved the most in the whole world. Her daily routine was changed irreversibly after my grandfather died, though I'm sure it looked more or less at the same surface glance. It wasn't, though. Not quite. Just thinking about it is painful. That's why I can't let my grandmother down. Not now. Hey, extend my hand. My finger shall leave threading between my grandmother's. Don't worry about it. I'm here for you. Oh, you. My grandmother sighed softly. Mr. Nakamura is right. You really are a reliable boy. He was exaggerating. Maybe a little. A lot of men like puffing themselves up with their own pride, but it doesn't really do any harm. And he did have a point. You are the sweetest grandson I could ever hope for. Aw, that's so cute. Even though I was such a brat as a kid, I used to be a brat when I was a young girl. We all grow up. Aw, yeah, I get where Omeko's coming from. As kids, sometimes we push patience. As adults, we grow up. Well, most of us do anyway. Anyway, let's continue on for a little bit more. Or in your case, I glanced at our unfamiliar figure and a small smile on my face. We grow down? My grandmother laughs quietly at the joke, as poor though it is. And we're gonna end it here. If you like this, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and to share. It helps the channel out a lot. Anyway, I'm the new Starcade fan here saying thanks for watching. Have a good day or night wherever you are. And bye for now.